TheSmartLocal.com.
Thank you for joining me on yet another InstaWalk with MND. Today we're here with URA to explore the wonderful Tiong Bahru. Many of you know Tiong Bahru for its more hipster side, but there's so much more to it and we're going to explore just that today. Tiong Bahru is one of the public housing developments conserved by the URA to actually showcase Singapore's early public housing models as well as architectural designs. But before we head off to explore Tiong Bahru's hidden gems, let's call on our special guests Audrey, Iksun and Danny. Are you guys ready to go? Yeah. Come on! Walk than at the Tiong Bahru Adventure Playground. This place is bound to bring out the inner child in you with the flying foxes, climbing structures, and these tilting train cabins. So here we're at Wabi Restaurant, which is actually located at the Horseshoe Block. Now this is where the local movie Mee Pok Man was filmed back in 1995. And here's an insider tip. At night, the back of the restaurant transforms into a really cool Japanese restaurant. So just around the corner, you can have a little peek inside the last remaining World War II civilian shelter here in Singapore. And you can actually have a look at these storyboards which depict the fascinating history about this shelter. The Yip Yu Chong series of murals depict scenes that may be really familiar to Tiong Bahru residents of the past. One mee pok please, uncle! These murals not only bring about a sense of nostalgia, they also make a unique and interactive backdrop for your next Instagram picture. So these block of flats are known as the aeroplane block because of the layout which resembles wings of an aeroplane. The Tiong Bahru Temple was dedicated to the monkey god Sun Wukong. It has been here for almost 100 years now, and it attracts worshippers from all over the world, even all the way from America. Did you know Block 55 on Tiong Bahru Road is the first SIT flat to be built in this conservation estate? It was first opened in December 1936 and it still stands today due to the conservation efforts of URA. This little piece of history right here is Yong Huat. It is Tiong Bahru's last standing furniture refurbishment shop from the 60s. Till today, the business thrives on customers through word of mouth. Tiong Bahru Market first started out as Singapore Market back in the 50s. It was then demolished in 2004 and reopened again in 2006 as Tiong Bahru Market and Food Centre. While many people flock here for the really awesome and delicious local food, definitely don't forget to check out the 3 adorable goat murals here as well. Singapore Gardens, where the Dancing Girl sculpture is located. Now here's a fun fact for you. Not only is this the very first piece of public art in this neighborhood, but it's also created by the same man behind the Merlion. How cool is that? Final stop, everyone is now uploading their best shots of the day for the Insta Challenge. So guys, who do you think will win the challenge? Group 1!
Tiong Bahru is one of Singapore's earliest public housing estates that was built. It's representative of excellent urban design. It also shows our architecture from before the war. Tiong Bahru was built in the 30s and it was conserved in 2003 by URA. There are 20 of such pre-war SIT blocks that we have conserved today. Many people from all across Singapore still come down here to enjoy the area and the familiar streetscape that we really love.
Quite informational. I think I learned a lot about Tiong Bahru and the heritage, and yeah, I made a new friend also.
Yeah, made a new friend.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to come to explore more about the history, how hipster it is. Then today I finally done it.
I get to see the history of Tiong Bahru and most importantly how the public housing in Singapore has changed.
But going on the walk, I really know more about the heritage itself.
Actually, this walk is very unique. I get to know more places in Singapore and get to meet more people.
I think mine was the Tiong Bahru market because I get to know more about the Tiong Bahru heritage and the culture behind it.
It's the houses that shaped in the horseshoe.
I think I like the murals. Yeah.
My favorite shot of today is a shot that I took of my friend who's actually climbing up the staircase. So it was really interesting because the shape of the spiral is very rare in Singapore. I feel that conservation is actually really important because not a lot of people really appreciate what has changed in Singapore. So if there's actually an actual piece that that still exists in Singapore, it will be a really good thing for the younger generations to actually experience, like such as us. So it's actually a very eye-opening experience because we don't get to see such flats that are not as high-rise as the ones we see in the modern towns like Punggol and Sengkang.
It's part of our Singapore identity. So if we don't conserve it, we won't even know that all these things existed.
It's good because all the tourists who come to Singapore, not only must they look at the skyscrapers, but I think it's important for them to know that we have this side of Singapore as well. All the shop houses also, and yeah, nice architecture.
So we've come to the end of yet another InstaWalk, and we would like to thank MND and URA for making all of this possible. For more information about the next InstaWalk, follow MND Singapore and TheSmartLocal SG. Bye!